Hello, lovely people. First of all, congratulations for taking charge of your life and deciding to take a step towards making your life better, towards resolving your karma. Now, let's first talk about karma in a very simple way, almost a way that a child can understand, right? Let's not make it very complex as it is made out to be. So, while we are walking the journey of our life, every moment to moment, we are presented by circumstances, situations, people, thoughts, emotions. There is a barrage of things, coming in from different directions. Now, how we respond to what is happening in this moment, or I would say how we respond to this moment, decides our karma. It's as simple as you're walking the journey of life. Just imagine yourself walking on a path with a backpack, right? You're going on a trek and you have a backpack. Now, in order to make your trek easier, would you like to lighten the load in your backpack or add more load to it? Obviously, the answer is you would like to reduce the load as much as possible, right? That will make the climb much easier. You will feel much more free and agile. You can jump if you don't have a backpack, but you can't if you really have a very heavy backpack. You can't be free, right? So exactly that. In your journey of life, you want to be as free as possible. Your ability to be joyful in the moment depends on how much load you are carrying on your back. Now, that's a very important and powerful statement. If you understand that, that can completely change the direction of your life. Your joy is not dependent on any external situation. Your joy is dependent on how heavy your backpack is. And now let's see how we make the backpack heavy or light. Now, as we are just walking the path, trekking along in the journey of life, something happens, right? And we respond to it in different ways. Let's say something happens which we don't like, something happens which we were not expecting, something happens which triggers emotions inside us, and we respond to that with anger, with panic, with jealousy, with bitterness, with anxiety. Obviously, all of these emotions don't feel good on the body, right? You would have observed that your mood goes down, your body feels lethargic, you feel constricted. And it's very obvious based on what we discussed, they don't feel good because when you respond to life with this negativity, whatever life is presenting you, if you respond to it with negativity, if you hold it on to you, if you hold on the anger on you, somebody said something to you and you're really angry and bitter inside and you are just chewing on that anger, you're adding more and more bricks on your back. It's not just one incident. Every moment, the longer you delay that bitterness, the longer you sit on it, the longer it's there and you forget about it unconsciously, it is there inside you, the more weight is getting added to your backpack, and the backpack of life is getting heavy, and it's becoming difficult for you to walk forward. It's becoming difficult for you to jump like a child. It is becoming more and more difficult for you to enjoy life in its fullness. With that heavy load on your back, you can't enjoy the mountains while you are on a trek, right? You can't enjoy the wind, the trees, the birds. You are really struggling with the load. Now, on the flip side, just look at it with a very positive perspective, and it is that very moment presents you with an opportunity to lessen the load in your backpack that you've been carrying. Whatever happens, if you are able to resolve it right then and there, if you're able to just flow with it, if you're able to receive it with the neutrality, with the positivity, if you're wholeheartedly able to accept it, just like a child does, just like a mother wholeheartedly accepts her child, whatever tantrums the child might be throwing, however demanding the child might be, or however loving the child might be, the child is always a bundle of joy and love for the mother. Likewise is our life. If you receive it positively, if you look at the other side, the typical saying, glass half empty or full, you will begin to see the amazing blessing in life. And that then and there will remove one brick from your backpack. This is phenomenal. And sorry, there's an alarm. So this is phenomenal. Like, there is nobody else deciding your fate. You are choosing your fate moment to moment. Okay, I walk forward, pick up another brick and put it on my back. Or every step is an opportunity to make this action. Okay, I walk one step, opportunity, option one, pick another brick, put it on the back, heavier backpack. Option two, pick a brick from the backpack and put it down. Okay, so I think that would have helped you put it into perspective, that how every moment can decide the fate of your life. Now, what is the tool? What is the key? The first key is this awareness. The first key is this ability to see that how I am responding, what's happening inside me, and just see it with neutrality. Whether I'm getting angry, whether I'm getting bitter, whether I'm receiving somebody positively, whether somebody is getting angry at me and I am really feeling bad and jealous and very critical about them and bad mouthing them, or just harboring negative emotions about them. Just this awareness. So in Vedic philosophy and in the Sikh philosophy, in Guru Granth Sahib, even in the Bhagat Bani, Kabir Sahib, everybody talks about as the Guru. The Guru, our constant guide, our ever-present guide is this knowing within us, is this awareness inside of us, which we can access anytime. Either we choose to live consciously meaning we are aware what is happening inside us and how we are responding to life. Gussa aa raha hai, so either I justify that anger, right? Like, I am the one who is the victim. I have all the right to be angry. That's living unconsciously. That's not stepping back and seeing from 30,000 feet level. That's not stepping into somebody else's shoes and seeing. So this awareness is there within us, and it is our choice if we choose to exercise it or not. Once we are able to see it, what is happening, the first step is to just see. And as you're able to see it, there'll be a certain comfort inside you. There'll be a certain settling inside you. You will no longer be pushing against it or trying to hold it on. There will not be any duality to it. And once you do that, the next step is the 3 pillars. The first pillar is forgiveness. If you are bitter with yourself about a certain incident, you're feeling unhappy with yourself, just get over that guilt and forgive yourself. The beginning point is you yourself. You have to resolve it for yourself. Just forgive yourself. Accept yourself for whatever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're feeling, whatever you did. However miserably you might have responded to it, but in order to not prolong that miserable feeling, in order to not prolong that bitterness, just accept yourself and forgive yourself. Just to give you an example, you would have experienced very often that when we are angry with somebody and there is a bitterness and there is a grudge that we are holding towards somebody, as soon as this awareness hits us कि यार ऐसे ही हमने ऐसे ही गुस्सा पाला हुआ है यार, चलो छोड़ो, let's get done with it, because it feels like a load on the back, right? You must have had that very familiar feeling. So you just go to that person and say, yaar, it's okay yaar, I forgive you. Yeah, it's okay yaar, come on, let's hug. And the moment you hug somebody, that hug of forgiveness feels so light on the heart, on the body, on the mind, on your emotions. It's like letting go of that extra brick from your back and resolving your karma right then and there. So that's in your hands, right? So whenever you are going through something like this, just hug the other person in your mind. Just hug yourself. Just kiss yourself. And the moment you do that hug, the moment you do that kiss, it will settle everything inside of you. It will get you into a position of ease. The ease very similar to when you let go of some load on your back. Once you've forgiven somebody, the next door that opens is the door of gratitude. Again, you go back to that experience. As soon as you hug somebody, there is gratitude, right? You have a certain gratitude towards the awareness that made you take this decision to forgive the other person, forgive yourself, and hug them, hug yourself. There is a gratitude towards life. There is a gratitude towards the other person. There is a gratitude towards everything in general. Suddenly, everything around you feels so much more beautiful. So then start to experience, start to see the gratitude, the shukriya, the thank you for the other person. Thank you for your isness. Thank you for your presence in life. Thank you for your awareness. Thank you for the divine giving you this awareness to access this key. Thank you to the other person for offering you the space to resolve this, right? If the other person wouldn't allow you, this wouldn't be resolved, right? So, and thank you for your ability to see. Thank you for your ability to breathe. The list can go on and on and on. And once you feel the gratitude, you can let the floodgates of love open and just wash everything in your life. You've forgiven somebody, you've forgiven yourself, you're all right with the situation, you're all right with yourself, you're all right with everybody else, you're all right with life. If you're all right with life, you will begin to see the blessing, the gratitude. And once you're all right with everything, you see blessing all around you. Love gushes from the fountain inside you. The fountain which is buried under the load that you're carrying on your back. The more load that you let go of, the more the fountain gushes. The more the fountain gushes, the more inspired, the more energetic you are to let go of the load on your back. So just wish this for yourself. Wish this for everybody around you that you can think about. Close your eyes. Close your eyes for a minute and wish this for yourself. The ability to forgive, to have gratitude, and to love. And this ability you can cultivate over the next 30 days. Just do it as an experiment. Make it as a discipline that every situation in life, I will look at it through this lens of forgiveness, gratitude, and love, and see how dramatically it impacts your life. I really hope that you found this useful. And if you have any feedback for me, if you have any questions, if you have any kind of suggestions, if you have some feedback where I can improve, if you have love to share, of course, I would be really happy to receive all of your comments. And do spread the message, because this is in the world today, like, this is the best that we can do. Spread the message of love. There is so much bitterness out there. There was so much negative propaganda out there. Let's just come together with no feeling of otherness, no feeling of competition, and collaborate, support each other in spreading the love. Love you so much. Have an amazing life. Love you all. Bye.